What really would have completed this film for me is if they would have included the Goosebumps TV show theme into this movie. Goosebumps is directed by Rob Letterman and stars Jack Black and is about all of R.L. Stine's monsters coming to life and wreaking havoc across this small town. So originally when I heard that Columbia Pictures was making a Goosebumps movie, I was really looking forward to it. What I had pictured in my mind, especially because of the photos from the San Diego Comic-Con like a couple years ago, it showed this very it had dark imagery to it, and I thought it was going to be very along the lines of the Goosebumps TV show, where it's still kid friendly, but it's got dark enough imagery, like it's scary enough that it won't make the kids sleep at night. And I was genuinely looking forward to this movie, especially as a fan of Goosebumps. And when I saw the trailer for the movie, it really like lowered my expectations a whole lot. It made me rethink things, and I initially didn't see this in October. I waited for the Blu-ray release, which is where we are now, and I gotta say, through that time, I've had time, okay, through this period, I've had time to rethink things, I guess you could say, and I wouldn't say I lowered my expectations going to this movie, but I definitely, thought of it in a different light after seeing the previews. This is definitely a kid-friendly movie, and go into it just thinking this will be a blast if you're a Goosebumps fan, and that is exactly what it is. This movie is a whole lot of fun, and I really enjoyed myself. First off, the CGI wasn't as atrocious as I thought it was going to be. From the trailers, it just looked like garbage, but it wasn't actually, it's not bad in the film, it's not great, but it's still tolerable, and all the acting was pretty good in this movie. Dylan Minnette, who was the son of Hugh Jackman in Prisoners, just proves again that he's got a lot of chops, and I'd like to see him in more movies. As well as that kid from Super 8, you know, the long-haired kid, he was in this too, and he was great as well. I could really relate to him, as he was kind of like a combination of my friends and I, so he was easily likable. As well as Jack Black, he was surprising to me, as at the beginning of the film, I felt like he was way too over the top, and I was just gonna be really disliking him throughout the movie. However, he did grow on me after the first 10 minutes, and he did a good job with this movie. And it was kind of ironic. I got a good kick out of this, is that Jack Black acts nothing like R.L. Stine. If you know R.L. Stine, he's very low-key, he's a terrible actor, and he acts nothing like Jack Black, who's very eccentric and over the top, and it was ironic, and like I said, I got a good laugh out of it. I had so much fun with this movie. It's such a blast, and it's something that I would watch over and over again, and that speaks a lot of volume. I never felt like that this movie was put out just for money. I actually felt like the creators cared about Goosebumps and put effort into the film, and that really pleased me. And yeah, but this movie still has a fair share of problems, especially within its story, such as how did Slappy exactly get out of his book when the key was never used on him, as well as this Ferris wheel scene that I believe is shown in the trailer. It just didn't really do anything for me. And overall, there's other nitpicky gripes that I have with this movie that can be overlooked. However, there are some glaring problems with it that I just dislike, and it really brings my attention to it. This is probably the most fun I've had with a movie all year, and I was very, very happy with it. It just brought me back to being a kid, and I actually want to reread some Goosebumps book, reread some of the Goosebumps books, watch the TV show, and then write my own little short horror stories like I used to as a kid. That's the way it makes me feel, and I'm very happy with this film. It was such a blast, and I can't wait to rewatch this movie. So with that being said, Goosebumps gets a 7.5 out of 10. Okay guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with yet another review. My next review will be of M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit, which was, I can't wait to talk about it. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please smack that like button. As always, share it to your friends and subscribe. And just a disclaimer, I know you may not like the Goosebumps as much as I did, and I totally understand that, but this was just something that really made me happy, and I was so overjoyed while watching this movie. So yeah guys, that's about it, and this has been your favorite critic 26 with yet another review. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.